welcome to another episode of TR Real Estate Solutions. Today we have the pleasure of having Mr. Martin Carr from RoofMaxx with us. How are you today?
I'm good, thanks. Thanks for having us on.
No worries. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself and your business?
Yeah, I'm as you can tell, I'm English, although the accent doesn't give it away. I've been over here about 20 years. I've got 3 wonderful kids and a beautiful wife who's way too good for me. The accent definitely upgraded my ability to get a better looking wife. The business, I was attracted to RoofMaxx as an opportunity to maintain asphalt shingle roofs. And I started off with 1 dealership. I've now got 3 dealerships of RoofMaxx, and my particular dealership is RoofMaxx of Carlsbad.
Perfect. So what exactly is the RoofMaxx treatment?
So what RoofMaxx is, it's a soy-based oil that bonds with the natural oils in an asphalt shingle roof. So if you think about an asphalt shingle roof, it dries out over time. So the shingle is made up of fiberglass, asphalt, and then granules. And those granules are what customers and homeowners see washing off when it rains and when it's windy. And what typically used to happen was you just wait for your roof to fail because you couldn't maintain it. So this oil was specifically developed to extend the life of the asphalt roof, because what makes these roofs fail is the fact that the sun evaporates the natural oils in the asphalt, and then once that happens, it cracks, it dries. The shingles have got less ability to expand and contract, meaning that they crack and they start to peel up, and then you lose shingles and the granules wash off. So what this soy-based oil is, it's the only thing that will really bond with those natural oils and rejuvenate those shingles and extend the life of them and retain those granules.
Wow, that's very interesting. So can you tell me what the step-by-step process is once somebody gives you a call for that free inspection?
Yeah, so we offer a free inspection and estimate, and what we need to do is really get on the roof and inspect it. The inspection takes about 15 minutes. First of all, we want to make sure, is it an asphalt roof? Because we only do asphalt roofs, we're not doing tile roofs and such, although we have roofing partners that we recommend for those kind of jobs. The first job is to look at the roof and see, has it got enough life in it for it to be worth the homeowner to actually spend some money and invest in RoofMaxx? Because if it's too far gone, if the shingles are looking like my head, they're bald and there's no granules there and the oils are cracked and things are hanging off, well, you need a new roof. Don't waste your money with us. But 85% of the roofs I look at can be saved, and so long as there's enough asphalt and enough granules there, we can treat the shingles and extend the life. And before that, we also want to be looking at the state of the roof attachments, the vent pipes, the chimneys, and what we're looking for there is any areas where potentially leaks could get in, because 90% of the leaks that happen in roofs are through the roof attachments, because essentially you have your roof and there's an attachment, it's a big hole in your roof, and they put flashing around that when initially the roof goes on, they put caulking, but that dries out over time, the nails back out on the flashing, and guess what, if you get a nail hole, you can get a leak within your roof. So we want to make sure that those, we inspect those to look for potential problem areas, and then we'll be able to give them a rough idea of cost there and then typically we schedule the job in. The jobs normally take anything from 2 to 3 hours. It's a very quick process, but it's very thorough, and it's part of we do a roof tune-up first, where we will reseal, refasten all the roof attachments, and then we repaint them as well, so they look new to stop any rust getting on the shingles.
Okay.
And then we'll do the treatment, and then we give you a 5-year warranty with the RoofMaxx treatment on the flexibility of the shingles. And RoofMaxx of Carlsbad has always said that if you get any issues around the roof attachments, we'll come back free of charge and reseal those.
Wow, very nice. So what is the difference between roof rejuvenation and roof replacement?
Other than roof rejuvenation is a lot less expensive.
Okay.
I think there's 2 or 3 things to take into account. I said earlier that 85% of roofs that I inspect don't need replacing.
Okay.
Yet today there's 18,000 roofs a day in the US being replaced unnecessarily.
Oh wow.
And I think that most roofs have a warranty of 20-30 years, and I think people think that, well, it's getting close to the warranty, we need to replace it. And the reality is that it doesn't need replacing. You can rejuvenate and extend that life by 5, 10 and 15 years at 20% the cost of a new roof. So there was a roof we did earlier today. The cost of the replacement would have been around $30,000.
Oh, wow.
Our treatment was more like $4,500, and they get a 5-year warranty and such. So it's cost, and it's also there's there's a good environmental story, because every time you put an asphalt shingle roof in the landfill, there's 4 tons of really nasty stuff going into the landfill, into the groundwater. And asphalt shingles have a half-life of 300 years. So a lot of customers, particularly in California, do care about the environment and want to keep their roofs on their houses,
right,
and not in landfill. So it's an eco-friendly conversation we have. It's a lot less expensive. It's a lot less disruptive as well. If you can imagine replacing a roof,
right,
it's 2 or 3 days as opposed to 2 hours with us for a fraction of the cost.
Right. Wow, that's a lot of great benefits. So you kind of mentioned this before, but which types of roofs qualify for the roof rejuvenation treatment?
Well, asphalt shingle roofs with pitches are generally what we do. There's some torch down asphalt roofs that we certainly can treat as well.
Okay.
They need to have an asphalt back to do that. A lot of areas that people have issues with is with their flat roof, so we do spend a lot of time resealing them and really doing the roof tune-up around those flat areas. But 99% of what we're doing is a pitched asphalt shingle roof.
At what point in the life of the roof should the RoofMaxx treatment be applied, and does it change the color of the roof?
Yeah, so good questions there. The life cycle of an asphalt shingle roof, when you initially have your asphalt shingle roof put on, it's got a lot of granules, a lot of asphalt, and it's naturally they've probably overpopulated the roof, if that's the right terminology,
right.
with granules.
Okay.
So initially you might see more granules washing off than normal. Then it'll settle down. Then around the 7-8 year mark, that's when the asphalt shingles really start to lose that flexibility, when the oil starts to dry out, and you'll start to see an acceleration of the granule loss. And when that happens, we always say at the 7-8 year mark, get your roof inspected. You know, we do inspections for free. We'll tell you what the stage of the roof is. And we don't replace roofs. We rejuvenate. So we're not going to say you need a new roof regardless of whether you do, because we're in the business of keeping roofs on. So normally the 8-year mark on a new roof, we say get it inspected and let's see if it needs a treatment.
Okay.
And then I forget the second part of your question too.
Does it change the color of the roof?
It doesn't change the color, but what it will do is bring back more the original color of the roof.
Okay.
So if you have an estate gray roof or something like that, it'll fade over time.
Okay.
What we're doing is essentially moisturizing it with the soy-based oil, and that brings back more of the original color. So it looks newer after we've treated the roof.
Very nice. Now, how long does the RoofMaxx treatment last?
Well, we provide a 5-year warranty, and that's on the flexibility of the shingles. And that's what you really need, is because you want the shingles to expand and contract as they're designed to do, because the shingles in the roof is all part of keeping the house and the attic at the right temperature. So it's a 5-year warranty on that flexibility, and after 5 years we'll inspect, and we would recommend treating again. It doesn't necessarily need it, but the warranty is just for 5 years. But we would recommend every 5 years to treat the roof with RoofMaxx.
Perfect, thank you. Now, is roof rejuvenation safe?
Yes, it is very eco-friendly. As I say, it's a plant-based oil, soy-based oil. In fact, I've got 2 dogs, and I saw one of them licking it off the back, off the floor near the truck a few days ago. Other than keeping the dog a bit regular, it didn't hurt it. And I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, it doesn't damage plants. It's good for kids and stuff. Obviously, they're not eating it, but it's eco-friendly. It's not like you're putting a acid on the roof, which some of the roof cleaning processes do. We're very environmentally conscious, and when the RoofMaxx product was designed, it was with the environment in mind.
Very nice. So then basically the homeowner can be at home while the treatment is being applied?
Yeah, and if you can imagine, we're spraying it's a soy-based oil, so we recommend we close the windows, and then we'll normally cover furniture and things with tarp to make sure it doesn't go on. Overspray is minimal. It depends. Today it's a bit windy, so it may be a bit more.
Right.
But anything that is oversprayed, we generally would wash down with water anyway, and make sure that we leave the house cleaner than when we turned up. It's a big thing for us is integrity.
Right.
I want my team to treat the houses as if it's their own. And I always remember in England, if tradesmen came, my dad would complain about things being left out and this, that, and the other. And it's really important to me that when we visit somebody's house and we do the treatment, that we leave the house almost in better condition where we've been than before.
So how long does the treatment process usually take?
It depends on the size of the roof. It's a good question. Normally between 2 and 3 hours. The majority of the work is really upfront on doing a roof tune-up, which is resealing, refashioning, and repainting all those roof attachments where 90% of the leaks are, and then we're literally spraying the roof with a low pressure spray, and obviously if it's a big roof it'll take us longer to treat it, but typically between 2 and 3 hours. Very low disruption to the household. Talking about RoofMaxx trucks on the driveway with a hose, and then we're gone in 2 hours, and then you've got a roof that's guaranteed for 5 years.
So tell us about one of the experiences that drastically changed the life of the roof for one of your clients.
Yeah, I think every client we see sees a drastic change, because you can imagine if somebody has a leak in their roof, they're going to say, I need to call a roofer. And the roofer's going to look at the roof, and typically if the roof's more than 15, 20 years old, they're going to say, ideally you need a new roof. And that seems to be a lot of worry for people, because it's $20,000, $30,000 often, right? If it's a bit decent sized roof.
Right.
So I think first off is just taking away the pain that they've suddenly got to find $20,000. I mean, roof we did this morning in Carlsbad, the homeowners were telling us that financially they've had some really tight bills, and then the roof was leaking and they couldn't afford a new roof, and I got there and they've been told by 2 roofers they needed a new roof. I inspected it. There's no way this roof needed replacing. The flat section, yes, probably could have been resealed with silicone, but they didn't have the money for it. So we did some minor repairs to stop the leak, and then we treated the asphalt shingles and drastically, cut their bills in a month that was very tight for them. So they were incredibly grateful, gave me a nice gift at the end of the day as well. Oh, and then even this house behind us, it's an Airbnb owned by a lovely couple who live in the same property. Again, they had a challenge with the roof, and they've been told they need a new roof. And as you can see, they've got solar panels up there. To take the solar panels off, most people are charging between $100 and $200 a panel.
Oh, wow.
You've got 10, 15 panels, plus the cost of the roof. It's a big dent in the Airbnb revenue. So this couple was delighted to hear that for 20% of the cost of a new roof, they could get a warranty, get the roof treated, the roof tune-up, all the attachments repainted, make their Airbnb look like it's in good working order for a fraction of the cost of a new roof. So I think 90% of my customers are just relieved they don't need to get a new roof. And I think they also feel pretty good about not having to put it in a landfill and damage, the groundwater for the next 300 years to come. So I think every roof, each customer is very grateful that they've not had to buy a new roof.
All right, now you did mention before that there is a 5-year warranty. Can you tell me a little bit more about the warranty, please? Yeah,
the warranty is actually transferable as well. So the warranty is around the flexibility of the asphalt shingles. So if the shingles are expanding and contracting as they should be, then they're going to stay on the roof and not blow off. You're going to have the asphalt oil retaining the granules, so that granule loss will slow down by at least 50% that homeowners often see. And that warranty is transferable, so if you do sell the property, the warranty is backed by RoofMaxx of Corporation as well as RoofMaxx of Carlsbad. That's transferable, so it's we work with a lot of real estate agents with that as well, and also homeowners who are property developers who are flipping houses and such as well. So it's important to us that the warranty stays with the house.
So what areas do you service?
So yeah, RoofMaxx of Carlsbad services all of San Diego County and also South Orange County. The majority of the work we do, to be fair, is in North County, because I'm based out of Carlsbad, and you know what the 5's like. I'd rather be having my crews drive around here and waste time back and forth. But we do the whole of San Diego County,
okay,
and typically South Orange County as well.
Very nice. So is there anything else you would like to share?
I would just share that, if you have a roof that's over 8 years old, let us come out. It's a free inspection. We'll give you an idea of how much life's left in the roof. If the roof qualifies for a RoofMaxx treatment, we'll give you an estimate, and we'll also give you a written report with great detail in there about where problem areas could be. And then that's something you can either act on right then, or you might want to act on it 2 or 3 years down the road, but at least you know what condition your roof's in before somebody else might tell you you need a new roof because that's all they've got to offer. Right. So peace of mind is what I'd say, particularly ahead of the rainy season. As your camera nearly blows down, or your reflector. If you're ahead of the rainy season, get your roof checked by us to make sure that it's sound, and if there's any issues we can point them out ahead of the time so you don't have leaks and damaged interior to your house.
Very cool. Well, it's been a pleasure speaking with you, Martin. Can you tell the people how to get in contact with you for your services, and if they have any additional questions? Yeah, call me direct. My direct cell number is 760-815-9991.
That's 760-815-9991, or you can email me at mcarr, which is MCARR, at roofmaxx.com. And then roofmaxx.com or RoofMaxx of Carlsbad is probably the website to look at.
Thank you. It was a pleasure having you today.
Thank you.